حسبنا الله طريقتنا الصواب في الحي من جميعات الحمد لله استغفر الله العظيم واتوب إليه. The prophets, they give advice. The sheikhs, they give sohbats. Our sheikh came and went. He gives sohbats. I speak. He's telling me, speak and give sohbat. I'm not under any illusion or delusion that it is the same as his. No. But because he gave me an order, I have to speak. I have to speak first from my own experience. Because the best knowledge is knowledge that comes from experience. Too much talk these days. People are taking other people's experience, other books, they're reading a couple of things, and they try to pass it off as their own knowledge. You asked me a question before. There's a very heavy murid-based question. I may come back to it. How a man has faith. How a man has faith. Because we're seeing all these years, majority claiming they have faith. And majority, whether they're coming into Islam or into Tariqat, saying, because I looked, I found it. I did a lot of research, then I found the faith. Faith is from where? Faith has a creator. We are not the creator. We cannot create our faith. The faith comes from the creator. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts that faith inside of us. We cannot claim the faith is ours. It has a creator, it has an owner. Man comes into Islam not because he did so much research, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looking at that sincerity and is going to remove the barricades and the veils of that faith, so that that faith that is inside of us, that Allah gives, can come out. That faith is not from us. Where is that love to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Who puts that love in our heart to love Allah? Who puts that? We put it. We create our love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are not the creator. We create nothing. Which again, these days, man does a little bit of something, he says he is a creator. Creator is to take nothing and to make something. We are not creator. That love that we have to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He puts it into our hearts. Which is why they're saying, awliya Allah, they're saying, we think we're making zikr of Allah. But Allah's remembrance of us, it is before our remembrance of Allah. He remembers us, that's why we're remembering Him. When we understand this, then slowly you're starting to submit more. Submit, to give up, to say, it doesn't belong to me. This is not mine. It has an owner, and that owner is letting me to hold it for a while. As an amanat, as a trust. Now I have to look at this, and I have to make sure that I take care of it. Because that love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala too, way that Allah is describing love, it is different. Way Prophet is describing love, it is different. The way the awliya Allah talking about love, it is different. The way the believers are talking about love is different from the unbelievers. The people of dunya speak about love, it is different from the people of akhirat. People of nafs talking about love, it is different from people of ruhaniyat talking about love. So which love are we talking about? Which love? Maybe it seems as if certain people, they're going through tests in their lives, in Islam or in tariqat. They don't feel anything anymore after a while. You come in, you have a full of passion, you're full of love. Who is going to describe what love is? Whose description you're going to take? These days, people only take description from Facebook. They take everything from Facebook. There is a fitna, 24 hours non-stop. So whose love? How are you going to define? You're not with those ones who love Allah. You don't know the secret of that love. So you come in, you're full of passion. After that, you may go. Then you say, oh, I don't have love anymore. How do you know that was love in the beginning? Maybe you're just obsessed about it. Maybe you are just fooled by certain things and it just hooked you in. Just like a man may fall in love with a woman may fall in love with a man. First, so many things are happening. So many people, they're saying chemical. It's just chemistry that is happening. Yes, that is true too. Then after that goes away, what is there? If it is real, it has to be more than this flesh and blood. The mistake is people are thinking that is love, and they want that throughout their lives until they die. That is not real. That is just a sickness. That is just a high. It is not real. So a person comes in, we have all these kinds of feelings. Then after that, especially when we're knocking people wall to wall and we're scrubbing them with Brillo, suddenly they say, oh, he doesn't love me. There's no more love now. Maybe that love that you came with, you made it into an idol and you put it in your heart and you say, I must serve that forever. Maybe that idol is broken. Correct? Your expectations, your understanding of what it is, that has to remove. Of course, everything has to change. We think this is food. We think this is drink. Is this real? When we were in mother's stomach, this was not food to us. This was not drink to us. When we're in the grave, this is not going to be food to us. This is not going to be drink to us. When we're past in the akhirat, in inshallah rahman, in the paradises, is different kind of food, different kind of drink. In the hells, there's food and drink too. May Allah protect us from that. So which food or drink? Which one is real? The real one has to be from the people of Haqq. They have to show it. They're showing what the prophets are showing. Prophets are showing what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing. That is real. Everything else is not. It is not. So you have built this idol now. You're saying this must be it. Things have to change. Everything has to die. Everything has to die. That initial feeling, that has to change to something that is more real. So people are saying what? I don't have any love for Allah anymore. Because your idea of love is just your chemistry, just bubbling and making a high. You think that is love. There's nothing. There's not love. There's just a chemical reaction that you're just feeling high. Love is submission. Love is serving. Love is remembering. Love is sacrifice. Are you doing all of that? No. Because all those things, when you do, it does not give you that chemistry. It doesn't give you that high. It doesn't. If it is, everyone is going to run to submit. Everyone is going to run to sacrifice. Everyone is going to run to step on their ego, because it's not a high. You get an understanding. You get a completely different feeling. Then you learn how to distrust those feelings. It's good, but you're not going to hold on to it. You're going to let it go, because it has not been tested. Correct? So it has not been tested. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, some will say, oh, He took the love from our hearts. Maybe He didn't take it. Maybe that love that you have in your heart has to be broken, because it is the wrong love, wrong relationship, wrong understanding of subhanahu wa ta'ala. You understand? It's easy to say, I love you, you love me, when that is the chemistry, it is there. What if the chemistry is not there? What if the high, it is not there? The feeling, the passion, like that, it is not there. What if it's not there? Are you still going to love? Are you still going to serve? Which is why for the believer, we are running to serve Allah. What? We're running to serve Allah. We run to worship Him. We finish the Ramadan, we're running to worship, to pray, to make so many ibadats. For what? For a believer. Why are we doing it? So that we go to paradise? So that Allah is going to pay us? No. Why do we do it? Because we're believers. We have no choice. Because whatever that we're doing, we're looking, does this make Allah happy or not? It doesn't make Allah happy. We're going to stop. This makes Allah happy. We're going to run to do. So it is not about how you are going to feel so much. It is what Allah is going to feel. You are taking care of that one's feelings. Then that time when you're in that situation, you are tested by that. Then you start to understand why Majnun became Majnun. Slowly you start to understand why the moth will run to the flames to burn himself. Then you understand how with just one glance, you ask him, just give me one look. With that one look, that is already paradise enough. Then that's a different kind of passion. Different passion. Different stepping on the ego. You understand? And then when that is cleared, he puts another one there, another feeling there. That is going to be different from the first. Then you understand the first feeling I had, it was just childish. This one, am I still going to run to serve Him and to please Him? Even when my hands are going to be burned. Even when my heart is burning. It's faith these days, isn't it? Faith these days. It burns from one hand. Prophet ﷺ says faith is going to burn in the Akhir Zaman. It's going to be like live coal. It's going to burn. The sunnahs of the Prophet ﷺ. You take it from one hand, you're going to, the believer is going to pass it to the other hand. Pass it to the other hand, pass it to the other hand. It's not going to drop, but it's going to burn. Otherwise, like so many, they're going to jump from one to another, to another, to another, and to another, just looking for that high again. They're not committing, and they're not making something. May Allah not test us. May it be easy for us, inshallah. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha.